So week 7's upon us. This is 5 running backs. I'm looking to trade right here, right now, before Sunday's game start. And the first one's Kenyon Drake, coming off his best performance of the season versus the Dallas Cowboys. We keep saying this every video. Drake had a great game. It'll probably be his best game of the year. And right now, maybe you could go out there and sell him in a minor piece for a James Conner or something like that. Chase Edmonds, he's in that backfield as well. A lot of people like Chase Edmonds, but I don't think he's an every down back. But we've been seeing now the last few weeks, he's definitely the passing downs back. Drake barely getting a reception, and if he does, it's 1 or 2 a game. So right now, Drake, he's getting carries and stuff, but he hasn't looked affected. And that 70-yard run and goal line plunge saved his day versus the Cowboys. So if I could get something good for Drake, I'm selling him high, and I'm selling him this week. The second guy I'm going to try to get rid of is Todd Gurley, which I did in one of my leagues. I just traded Todd Gurley for Keenan Allen. I think I'm going to make out pretty good on that trade. Todd Gurley, he's an older back. That knee could go at any minute, and we seen that when he was on the Rams, that knee kept bothering him. Also, questions out of college, was the knee. But Todd Gurley had great few years as the lead dog and the best running back in football with the Rams. They got rid of him. So far for Atlanta, I think he's been overachieving, and the touchdowns have been saving his days. But we saw last week, without a touchdown, he only had 9 fantasy points in a PPR league, which is not good. He had 21 carries for 54 yards. So if you could get something good for Todd Gurley, like a 2 or 1 receiver, and maybe just him straight up for another running back, you go and do it now. This is the time to sell Gurley. As the weeks go on, he's going to get more fatigued, and that knee will have more wear and tear on it. Also, we saw Brian Hill. He's getting passing downs work, and he had 10 carries last week. So Todd Gurley's definitely the second guy I go out there and sell at running back this week. The third guy is Mike Davis, not because he's not performing or he's not good. Just time is not on Mike Davis' side anymore. And Mike Davis owners, if you want to get something from him, instead of him sitting on your bench, you dropping him when McCaffrey comes back in a week or 2. This is the last week to do it. Davis has had some great performances in his 3 starts. I think he's went 23, 29. And last week, a little down of a game, 12 points. But Mike Davis, if you could get something for him, with CMC coming back week 8 or 9, this is the last time I think you could sell him, and sell him now. Because if you could get any decent piece for Mike Davis, you got to go out there and do it. Because like I said, CMC, he's coming back. He's going to get the full workload. They're not going to make him the highest paid running back in football to split carries with Mike Davis, who they signed off the scrap heap for nothing in the offseason. So Davis, go out there and sell him if you can. The next guy is Kareem Hunt. Another guy with time not on his side is Kareem Hunt. He's got maybe 2 weeks more as the starter till Chubb comes back this week and next. And then a bye they have in week 9 is the Cleveland Browns. And then Chubb I expect back in 10. So if you could get rid of Hunt, you get rid of him now. He's got a good matchup this week versus Cincinnati, but I'm not that high on Hunt, to be honest. He's had a few good games and stuff, but Chubb's going to be back. He's their workhorse, and Hunt was the change of pace back, so he'll go back to that secondary role once Chubb is back, which I expect in week 10. So right here, Hunt maybe could wait 1 more week after it, but week 8 tops, you got to sell Hunt. But this is probably the week to do it because he's on bye week 9. So sell Kareem Hunt right now. Maybe you could get a top running back who you know is going to be the 3-down workhorse and play. Maybe you could get a James Robinson and a decent receiver also in a deal for Kareem Hunt. So sell him. And the 5th and final guy, he's off this week, he's on bye, is Myles Gaskin. But this Miami offense is really going to change now. Tua Tagovailoa named the starter, which I don't get, and Ryan Fitzpatrick, he didn't get it either. So now Tagovailoa, the man, the whole offense is going to change up. And now those goal line carries that Gaskin was finally getting after Howard's been inactive the last 2 weeks, Tagovailoa, he's going to get Tua's going to get goal line carries. He's a run-first quarterback. He likes that QB sneak. That whole offense in Miami, I think, is going to take a fantasy impact with Tua at the helm. You know, Fitzpatrick was a gunslinger. But Tua ain't. They're going to run the ball with Tua a lot, I think. You're going to see him get 7 or 8 drawn up plays for him to run is Tua. Gaskin, I just don't see it. A lot of teams are going to be in the box now and trying to force Tua to beat him. So Gaskin, his stock's going to go down. Miami's schedule will get tougher too. So if I could get rid of Gaskin for maybe, you know, a decent receiver or something, I would do it. Maybe a Gaskin for a Terry McLaurin or someone a little lower, like a Jerry Jeudy or a Henry Ruggs, because I don't see Gaskin doing much with Tua behind center for the Miami Dolphins. So that's 5 running backs I'm looking to sell this week.